Welcome to Subramani. I was asked to make a video for army people. When I say army, I mean defense people. I met some defense people and they said, can you make a video for the starting Jawan? This is nothing to do with Agniveer or Agnipath or anything. But for the young Jawan or the young officer, what are the basics, very basics that one should do? So first of all, you're likely to be posted in places without much of connectivity, right? So it's very difficult to be a DIY or a do-it-yourself investor if you don't have good internet connection and a good equipment. If your computer runs out of, computer gets spoiled and you're there and you need to do some action, or your phone it doesn't work or things like that, you may take a long time to fix it. So those are some of the limitations with which you start. And therefore, I wouldn't suggest becoming a DIY, at least not for the Jawan whose family does not also understand financial products. So, step one would be to find yourself a good financial advisor. How to find a financial advisor? I have done many videos. So, if you search through, you will be able to find that. Second, after you find a financial advisor, immaterial of what the financial advisor says, repay all your loans, right? As much of the loans that you can repay. Other than a housing mortgage, don't wait to repay your housing mortgage and then start investing. That will take a very long time. So other than a housing mortgage, if you have, you should repay all your loans, because all other loans are very expensive and it is very difficult to get returns in excess of that. If you have a personal loan at 13% or 14%, or if you have a car loan at 12% or any of those loans, it's very difficult for your investment products to be able to beat that. So first, repay all your loans. Repaying all your loans will also do one thing: go and get your credit score. What is internationally called as a FICO score. There is one company called FICO. In India, largely people call it a CIBIL score. It's not really only a CIBIL score. There are 3-4 companies, but largely famous one is CIBIL. So get your score, which is your credit rating, and find out where you stand. Anything above 750 is good. Anything about 850 is superb. So if you are in that category, which means you have taken loans but you have repaid them on time, etc., then you have a very good score. That is a great time to be starting to invest. So these are the first two steps: finding yourself an advisor, finding where you are standing in terms of your credit score, and the third most important step would be the setting of your goals. Sit with your financial advisor and your spouse, or if you're very young, with your mother or father, or with both of them, and sit and discuss what are your goals, because the 3-month goal gets completely different assets and a 30-year goal gets completely different assets. So if you do not know how to put your money, when you need the money, it is very difficult for the financial advisor to tell you what to do. He cannot put away everything assuming you will require after 30 years, and he cannot keep everything in the 3-month something like a liquid fund or an ultra short bond fund, because that will give very poor returns. So you have a compromise to be made between liquidity and returns. Lower the liquidity, higher the returns, and if you want, which means if you want higher returns, you will have to compromise on liquidity. So your portfolio will be a combination of something in liquid funds and something in equity funds, which it's a 5-year, 10-year kind of range of period when you want that money, and this is money which you want in the next 3 months, 6 months, 8 months kind of a thing. So having done this, you have set out on a journey of having repaid loans, checking out on your credit score, getting a good advisor, and having made your financial goals. You've taken the first few steps, right? The plan is made, the goals are set, etc. And now the most important thing is you start saving. Saving is a very important habit to have. So if you earn 100 rupees, maybe you save 30 rupees, maybe you save 40 rupees, depending on your circumstances. Why I'm saying depending on your circumstances: if you're staying at home, staying with your parents, and you're not spending anything on food and all, then it's only your personal expenses. maybe you can save 95% of what you're earning. But if you are staying in a different place, different location, and you're sending money home to your parents for their expenses, etc., the chances are you will save maybe 10-20%. If you are happy with 20%, that's good. If you want to increase it to 30%, see how you can reduce your expenses, etc., right? So there is no great magic in personal finance. There is nothing which your advisor can do. Ultimately, you have to earn smartly, and as a Jawan, your salary is fixed. You know exactly how much money you will get every month. After that, you have your expenses, and then you invest, or you change it to, I am earning 100 rupees, I will save or invest 30 rupees, and I will learn to live on 70. That is the best way to do it. So 100, 30, 70, that's how you go about it. And if that 70 has to be reduced to 65, that's your call, right? I'm not saying what you should do. I'm saying these are the steps which you need to take. So getting a good financial advisor, checking out on your credit score, making a list of your goals, and deciding how much money you need for each of your goals. Could be marriage, could be parents' retirement, could be your retirement, could be your buying a house, buying a car, any of those things. So putting those goals and then allocating money for it and saying, okay, for this I will be investing 5,000 rupees a month, for this I will be investing 2,000 rupees a month, totaling up to 30,000. Like I'm saying, if you are earning 100,000, then 30,000 is what your EMI can be. If you're earning 50,000, then obviously 30% works out to 15,000, right? So how much? 30% of your income you want to invest or stroke save. So now you have done all the work. You have started, you found an advisor, you got your credit score, you made your plan, you start investing, and you're allocating to each of those goals, and that's it. Other than this, there is nothing great to do. After that, of course, you have to still do your documentation, like making sure that your name is correct in your PAN card, Aadhaar card, passport, everything. All your investments will be picking up the name from your PAN card. So if something is wrong with your PAN card name, some date of birth is wrong or something has happened, then you have to correct it. So that lifelong, that is the document which you're going to carry. So your PAN card, Aadhaar card, passport, any home document, anything else you have, make sure everything is in synchronized, correct name from your date of birth, from your birth certificate or school living certificate. Get everything perfectly in order. All your other things are in place. Start investing, and then you just have to wait. So if you are posted in a place where there is no connectivity or anything, you are now not stressed, because your SIP is happening, your salary is coming into your account, your SIP is happening, and that's fine. Whenever you get time, you can check your statements. You will also get an NSDL stroke CDSL statement every month or every quarter. Make sure that everything is reflected there. If you have given your PAN number, it will appear there. If you have not invested in an instrument with your PAN number for whatever reasons, it will not get reflected. So make sure that everywhere your PAN number is mentioned, so that that statement is accurate. And in case you have real assets, like you bought a house, you have inherited a house, or your father has bought a house in his name and your name has joined, you need to make a will. So this is broadly how you start investing for everybody, and perfectly true even for young Jawans who are just starting. Thank you.